Tonight on Tabletop Commander, the Locust God. Hi everyone, and welcome to another one of my fantastic deck techs. I have Locust God for you today, a brand new card from Hour of Devastation, which just dropped this week. This is an amazing card. Everybody seems to be wanting to make a commander out of him. It's a 4/4 flyer, and whenever you draw a card, it creates a 1/1 blue and red insect creature token with flying and haste, as if that wasn't enough, onto the battlefield under your control. So the goal of this deck is to be drawing as many cards as possible and put as many tokens out, and then I play where I try to overrun my opponents with the tokens. There are other versions of this deck which try to use the tokens and the draw power to create an infinite loop to run yourself out of cards. Use Laboratory Maniac, and there's also versions of the deck that enchantments or Impact Tremors or Perforos, so when the insect creatures come into play, they deal damage, and then you can swing in also with the tokens as a last resort, but the main thing is that they deal the damage. This deck focuses pretty much entirely on the overrunning with the tokens themselves. Okay, before I get into this, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe. Liking these videos is a definite huge help, and if you like the video and you want to see more, definitely hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have lots of great videos. I have deck techs, and I have product openings, and I have overlooked but awesome EDH cards. If you haven't checked that out, it's a really good series I'm doing. I'm still in the process of doing it, but there's several episodes out already, so go ahead and check that stuff out. Alright, getting right into this. I played Mystic Remora and Ristic Study. These are mainly getting me started cards versus more what you would think that they're out there to get me draws, to get me tokens. That's not really the case. These are more to get me started. If I get a couple tokens out of them, so be it, but this is more for getting the deck down the road. Play several effects that reduce the cost of my instants and sorceries. So Jace's Sanctum, I definitely play that. Metallurgic Summoning, get more creatures out on the battlefield, not just the Locust tokens. Play lots of Mana Rocks, Thought Vessel, Soul Ring, Pyramid of the Pantheon, Gilded Lotus, Izzet Signet, Mana Vault, as well as I play a Paradox Engine to really take advantage of those and get Locust God out much earlier than turn 6. Also to that end, I have Ruby Medallion and Sapphire Medallion for further reducing the cost of my spells. Also play Teferi's Puzzle Box, which is a definite auto-include in any version of this deck that you do, as it is a draw effect, and you do end up drawing a lot of cards off of it and really get a lot of tokens out of it, as well as refreshing your hand every turn. It's nothing worse than having a fistful of lands and nothing to do with it. We have Temple Bell, a good politicky type card, but mainly it's there for draw power. Skull Clamp, there is an infinite combo with this with Ashnod's Altar, but I don't play that combo where you draw yourself out and then use Lab Maniac. This is just here to draw more cards and get more tokens. Howling Mine, another politicky type card, but in my deck it's just mainly here for extra draws. There's the Paradox Engine I mentioned, very important in this deck. As well as Scroll Rack. This is not a draw effect, but this is really great for refreshing your hand, seeing how many draw effects and that sort of thing are already in this deck. This card really takes advantage of that situation. Alright, next we have Coat of Arms. This is a Japanese coat of arms, but this is the main win condition of the deck. I could definitely win without it, just with the swarm of locusts, but this is in here to make those locusts really big in a hurry. Just drop this and swing right out. Big creatures, big face beating. Play a couple counters, got my Counterflux, got my Mind Break Trap to stop those infinite combo people out there. Also play a Mystical Tutor, just because. Lots of instants and sorceries in here, and it's definitely an auto-include. From way back from Fallen Empires to play High Tide, more mana is awesome, so I play that. Factor Fiction and Steam Augury. These are technically not draw effects, so you don't get to draw off them, but they are great for getting more cards in your hand, so I definitely play them. Brainstorm, great draw effect. Playing blue, wouldn't play blue without that. Dig Through Time, again, not a draw effect, but a great card for getting cards in your hand. Stroke of Genius for draws. So is Blue Sun Zenith. Pull from Tomorrow. I could have sworn there was a Brainstorm in here. There probably is, and yes, these are just instants. So the Brainstorm will be in with the sorceries. Capsize for some good spot removal. Aether Eyes for stopping those attacks. Same with Repulse, as well as drawing a card. Evacuation for getting rid of nasty swarms their opponents are playing. Same with Aether Spouts. Then I play a Jace the Mind Sculptor mainly for its draw ability, as usual. I play Gutter Snipe for some quick damage in there. Also played Talaran Sky Summoner for more dudes on the battlefield, just like Metallurgic Summonings. Goblin Electromancer for reducing costs. Ooh, got a little static there. Mizzix, again, reducing of instants and sorcery. And if you couldn't tell already, this used to be my Mizzix deck. Now it is my Locust God deck, and kind of like it more. So there we go. Borrow for some more cost reduction. Goblin Dark Dwellers, there's lots of 2 and 3 cost instants and sorceries that you can play out of the graveyard with this, so I play that in there. Origin the Shifting Flame, this has a very similar effect to Teferi's Puzzle Box, so it's definitely an auto-include. Jace's Archivist for getting those draws going. Psychosis Crawler, another alternate win condition. Every time you draw, it deals damage. Melik is at Paragon. Playing with the top card of my library revealed and playing instant sorceries off my library is an amazing, amazing advantage. But not only that, but I can play copy instants and sorceries with them too. So this is definitely an auto-include as well. Magus of the Wheel, pretty much for the wheel effect. Willbender, I love playing this dude. It's always a surprise to people, and it's great defense. So there it is. Mizzix Mastery, amazing card for being able to replay stuff. Mystic Retrieval, getting stuff out of the graveyard. Preordained for some draws. Epic Experiment, just an amazing card in this color set, and with all the cost reductions, this card is very powerful. Faithless Looting for some draws. Whelming Wave, good defense. Vandal Blast for screwing up your opponent's game. Treasure Cruise, great draws. Brain Geyser, there it is, great draws. Prosperity, same thing. Time Spiral, definitely an auto-include in this deck. Great for draws. More draws with Time Reversal. Commit to Memory, this is mainly in here for memory. But of course you have to pretty much always cast it as commit first, but that's a small price to pay, right? Reforge the Soul and Wheel of Fortune, Wheel Effects, and Wheel of Fate. More Wheel Effects. And of course, Windfall, more Wheel Effects. And that's pretty much the whole deck. Mana Rocks, Wheel Effects, Draw Effects. That's pretty much what you're going. Create a nice big swarm of insect creature tokens with Flying and Haste. Drop that Psychosis Crawler too, maybe, and swinging for big damage. And that is my deck for today. So yeah, like and subscribe. Comment, let me know what you think, and have a great day.